Welcome to ANZAC round 7 preview and
Our episode for a second episode this week. Actually, we've had the third as well with the match day vlog going out. Geez, we're flooding the socials.
free this week.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, this is our ANZAC Day round preview being filmed just not long before the actual game kicks off. So
That's like in 20 minutes.
yeah, so we'll edit it, get it up online. You can watch it at half time of the Melbourne-Richmond game. But just thought we'd draw some attention really quickly to some of the news in the AFL world. Ash, did you want to kick us off for the first one you got there?
Connor Nash and he's getting 4 weeks.
Yeah. So that's big news. Probably, deserved, albeit he probably thought it was an accident. But there was some speculation, maybe 3 weeks, but ended up being 4. So there you go. Straight to the tribunal as well it went, which we discussed in that last episode. And the other bit of news there is just ANZAC round, obviously, which is a really significant round for the AFL and a really special one as well to remember and also pay our respect to the soldiers, the men and women past and present.
And the Navy.
And the Navy and the aviation in the Air Force as well. So we thank you for your service and for protecting this great country that we all get to live in, Australia. And just 13 teams that are chosen to design an ANZAC Day or an ANZAC round jumper, which is Guernsey, which is really cool. Have had a look at them; they look fantastic. So that's really special too. Bit of a money spinner as well, I suppose, for some clubs, but it does draw attention and it does create those questions, especially from kids as well. Why are they wearing this jumper? What does it mean, etc. So that's awesome. Let's go through to the matches and have a quick preview, mate. What do you reckon? You want to go through the first one?
Yeah, Melbourne versus Richmond, May, Fritsch, Rock.
Yeah, mate. Stephen May and Bailey Fritsch are back. So Bailey Fritsch got dropped there. Stephen May, bit of a niggle, but they're back. So that's going to be interesting. Quality players. And Noah Bolter is out. Now, if you haven't seen, Noah Bolter went to court there for an incident that happened over the summer at a pub or something. And anyway, he's had his sentence handed down to him. One of them, though, was a curfew at 10 o'clock. So
PM or AM?
10 p.m, yeah. So he's got to be inside his house. So interesting. They could have played him tonight, but he would have had to be subbed out at three-quarter time and head straight home. But that probably wasn't going to work. So that's really interesting. I believe Richmond are working through that now with the AFL and also with the judicial system. So they're going to, I suspect they're going to look to appeal that one. But it's interesting when you've got the players in and the players out, and typically it might be, hamstring 2 weeks or 3 weeks. He's one, curfew. Can't play because of a curfew, so a bit ridiculous. But do the crime, do the time. Next one there, Ash.
Collingwood, Essendon.
Yeah, Darcy Moore's out. Bit of an ear issue. But Dacos, Nick, captain, first time.
Yeah, probably should be. He should be now.
Wow, he looks as if he's a born leader. Certainly leads by example out on the field. So there you go, first time captaining in
and Draper's good
probably the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, and Draper's good.
And Draper out. Yeah, devastating for the Bombers fans.
Which was Toddy Goldstein,
it's
oldest.
Yeah. One of the oldest players almost in the league that's going to be playing. But it's an interesting game, isn't it? You were saying earlier, the ANZAC Day, it doesn't really matter where they are on the ladder.
Yeah.
And it can still be like last year, it was a draw. It can still be like a really tight game. So I suspect.
Last year, the Bombers got up, kicked the first 6, and the Pies kicked the next, 6.
Yeah.
And then the Pies were up by a point at three-quarter time, and Bombers just got that singular point that drawed it. It was just an insane
really.
game.
For my thoughts, I reckon either Collingwood smash them, or it's really super tight. I suspect Collingwood wins regardless. Yeah. Free on Adelaide, Joshua Shelley back into the side, which is good for Adelaide. However, Darcy Fogarty out with those sore ribs, so that'll be interesting. It's gonna be tough. You've got, they've still got Riley Thilthorpe and they've still got Tex Walker down forward, so they've got plenty of firepower. But I think that'll be a tight game. I'm actually really impressed with this round. I think there's going to be a few good games here by the looks of it.
Don't talk like that.
Yeah, and then have you got a thought? Freo or Adelaide? Who are you going rolling with?
Freo.
Yeah, on their home track. Yeah. Saints and Brizzy down in Victoria.
Man, that's gonna be an absolute big game. Last time they played, Brisbane got up by 85 points. At Marvel too.
Wow, at Marvel. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know. Saints last week were pretty pathetic, but I'd imagine old Ross the boss would have sent a fair old message through the camp.
Wait,
pull your socks up.
Who did they play last week?
The Doggies.
The
Doggies smashed them. Anyway, that'll be interesting. I suspect Brizzy will probably get the points there. Power and North over in Adelaide. That could be a bloodbath. However, reading some articles over the last couple of days, Clarko adamant he ain't going anywhere. People starting to question whether he's the right person for that job. Time will tell, but I suspect it's going to be a pretty one-sided affair this week.
I reckon.
Giants and Dogs. That'll be a huge game.
In Canberra.
Yeah, they got a pretty good rivalry after that 2016 prelim that went down to the wire.
Yeah, that one.
They've had some really great games against one another, so that'll be interesting. Sam Darcy, obviously out, but I see Jed Buslinger. He was a top 20 or a first-round draft pick there about 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and he's playing his debut, so that's exciting. He's like a mobile defender.
Oh, yeah.
Key defender, mobile defender. That's exciting. Hopefully he goes well on the debut. And next one, Ashy.
Sun Swans.
And the Chad. The Chad's re-signed, 2 years extension. I couldn't split this one. Obviously, Sydney being pathetic, and they're under the pump. We mentioned that in the last episode. I just feel like they could surprise us.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just feel like they could just pull a rabbit out of the hat. The Suns should get the job done.
Yeah.
They should.
But they could.
But you just don't know. They were pretty pathetic last week, the Suns. So
I said they're rising up there, not down here.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. Next one is our one.
But then that means Suns go 5-1.
If they win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine it's 5-1 Suns.
Oh, geez, don't put the moz on them too early. They could still miss finals. Oh, Suns. I remember 2013, Gaz Ablett was up there having a hell of a season. Did his shoulder in about round 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And they were, only lost a couple of games to that point, and then the wheels fell off. They missed finals. Next one there, Ash. Blues and Cats.
Ooh.
Blues are getting stronger, albeit it's been against the bottom two sides. So
yeah, that's
how much can you draw from that? But sometimes all you need is just a little bit of confidence and get on the winners list. So that'll be interesting. They've got Elijah Hollands back as well. Great runner, him and his brother. They got Mackay back. A little nervous. I know my cousin Jono wants to go to that one together. Maybe we might have to go along. Might have to go along and get another game day video.
Yeah, and hopefully go to ANZAC Day too.
Yeah, maybe so. Anyway, should be a good game. Obviously, naturally, we hope the Cats give them an absolute flogging. And the last one.
Hawks, Eagles.
Yeah, Barras against the old mob for the first time. Yeah, down here in Melbourne, should be probably a fair old percentage booster for Hawks. Do you think?
Yeah.
Oscar Allen's back though for West Coast. That's good for them.
Yeah.
Problem is they got to get the ball down to him. So.
Yeah. And Waterman.
He had a hell of a game last week, didn't he? He was on fire. Just clunking everything. So that is the round preview for the week. We had a couple of questions as well from one of our listeners and subscribers, Brent, who's been providing us with plenty of questions, which is awesome. So thank you. The first one was for me, and it was, who holds more power in the long-term contract, the player or the club? I had to think about this one, and I reckon the player does these days. There's been examples, I think Archie Perkins there when he was drafted in 2020 or 2021, might have been 2019. But I think he said to prospective clubs, like interstate clubs, don't bother picking me. I want to stay in Victoria. And no disrespect against Archie Perkins, but it's just, I just find that intriguing. I mean, wouldn't you just want to play AFL? Doesn't matter where it is.
Sort of want to stay at home, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Like if I had to play AFL and I had to go to play for Gold Coast, you guys
It's a good holiday for Mum and I every week.
Well,
It'd
yeah.
be beautiful. Put us up there when you're $850 a year or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you want to stay home because, it's creature comforts. That's what you know. But, you're an adult. You're going into the big wide world. You've got to pull your socks up. But anyway, no, Brent, I think the player does. They say, they're still in contract and they'll say, I want to get traded to Adelaide or, I don't know. It's strange. There's whispers of like a mid-season trade window. You've got soccer, you've got NFL, basketball. You've got these sports, the Major League Baseball, where you can be playing for a side at the start of the year and be traded to another side in the same season. That's insane. Like, I don't know. I don't want to. I certainly don't want to Americanise the sport too much and have that sort of stuff going.
Well, yeah, because Geelong could lose players.
Oh, yeah, naturally. We could gain players too. I can see there's some positives in it, but, there can be some pretty big negatives. And you think about the impact it has on the players and stuff as well and their families. Here I am saying that the players that they need to pull their socks up. Anyway, tough one, isn't it? But, yeah, Brent, I reckon the players, mate, at the moment, the clubs, you can hold players to, you look at Jamara. I mean, that one's impacting you at the moment, mate, as a Doggy supporter, but you can hold players to their contract, but if they walk to the draft, or what is it, the rookie draft or something, or whatever is it, post-season draft, like you got donuts, you lose them. So anyway, that's that. Next one actually is for you. If you had to pick an All-Australian midfield right now, who makes it?
Will Ashcroft, Bont, Dacos and Gawn.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I mean, Bond's got one game there, but 2 goals and 30 touches. I suspect he's going to continue to build on that. But, pretty solid midfield. I couldn't imagine too many sides that beat that. One of the other blokes I do like, he probably copped a bit of flack in the media on the weekend, was Tristan Cherry out at North Melbourne with a helmet?
Yeah.
I don't mind the way he goes about it. I like him as a ruckman, but Gawn, I mean, hard to go past Gawn. He's a superstar. And lastly, you can do this one, Ash. A shout out to your mate there from school.
Yeah. He did 2 predictions.
Mm-hmm.
He said Cats by a point and Pies by 30 points.
There you go. What's his name? You got to give him a shout out.
Okay, John Luke.
John Luke. There you go, mate. Thanks very much for that. Give us a question too next time, please, mate. That'll be as good as well. But don't mind those predictions. I'm hoping you're correct. A point for the Cats sounds like my blood pressure is going to go through the roof, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, I reckon we wrap it up. Just a quick round preview.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, guys. See you in the next one.
Peace.